What's happening, people? Welcome to the end of the season.
Yes. Thank God.
Welcome to the end of the season. The player ratings after another shit performance and actually a loss against a relegated side. There's so much we could talk about, but we've seen it all in the fan cams. There's loads more shows to come, so let's just focus on the player ratings for today. All right. Nuruddin, nice to see you as well on the player ratings.
Yo, my debut.
Debut right at the end, yeah. You come when we're all got nothing left in the tank and you try and
That's
come.
That's why I'm here, to uplift you.
Okay.
Shout out Josh.
Yeah.
We finished with 66 points and we're 6. The devil will be back. The devil will rise. The devil always comes back.
All right, let's start player ratings. David De Gea.
I did. To me, I think he made 1 or 2 decent saves. I give him a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. 5.
I agree with that. You can't blame him for the 2 goals. Didn't have much to do apart from that.
And he never saves pens as well, so we can't blame him for that.
Yeah, you can't blame him for that. So 5, yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5. I got to agree. Didn't do anything wrong. They hardly had a chance. Maybe that Bobby when he hit just wide. Apart from that, nothing really. But yeah, 5. Yeah.
Staying with you, Saeed. Let's go to Ashley Young.
that right there is what his play rating is. It's a joke. That's what he is. He's a joke.
Is it a J then? It's not a number. It's not a numerical value.
No, but as it like that, that's what we feel about Ashley Young, man. To see why is he still on corners? Can someone tell me why Ashley Young is still on corners? So seriously, man. It's like Andy Pereira goes, you know what? Who's taking it? Ashley Young, I'll have it. No, mate. This guy is shocking. Can't even complete a crossing. You know what I mean? There's moments in that. The goal they had, the second goal, oh my God.
Do you know what? I need to admit something. Yeah? I'm going to be honest. When that second goal went in, yeah, I had a bottle underneath, I think, my bottle of water. It went out for a throw, yeah? And then I went down to get my drink. I swear to you, I looked down like this. I looked up and it was in our box. And it went in. What happened? I'm actually being serious. I never saw it.
I think it was a mismatch between Young and Smalling. There you go. 2 donkeys again. And then what happens? 3 there. Where was the defence, man? I'm giving him you know what? I'm giving him a 3, man. Poor, man.
Oh, even that? What? I thought you got lower.
3.
Wow. What are you saying?
He's generous. I'm going to give him a 2 because basic things, okay, it's not your natural position, I understand. But you've been playing there for a couple of years. You should know what you should do as a right back.
Yeah.
Can't do the basic things. Can't put a cross in. His defending is shocking. His positioning is shocking. Can't be his first man when he's on corners. And then the mismatch with Smalling. Nah, man. 2. I'm sorry.
You know what? Seriously, if I was Ashley Young, I think the professional pride would have to come to it as you know what I mean, as a person, because you know if you're doing a really good job or if you're having an absolute nightmare. First half, there was a free kick. I think it was about 40 or 50 yards, or maybe 40 yards, and he literally, I think Pogba and Smalling all come across to this side, and he literally chipped it out of play to the invisible man. He hit an invisible man, right? Literally, he's hitting invisible. And I looked at him thinking, wow. Absolutely wow. Not even that. You're a professional footballer. You train every week. You know what I mean? You're there on the training ground, and you hit a ball like that, where your players say that you hit it out of play to an invisible person.
What are you saying? 2, 3, 0, 1.
Mate. He gets a 1.
All right, there's something that Gary Neville said once. He said he knew there was a game. I can't remember what game that was. He said it was West Brom.
Yeah, when he said
there was a game where he said, I can't carry on.
Yeah.
I think Ashley Young is seriously...
Yeah, but at least the manager wouldn't pick Neville. Like, Ashley Young's getting in every game. Yeah. That's the problem. Okay, but that's enough of Ashley Young. So a 2 and a 1 in there and a 3. Yeah. You guys make your choice up about that. Let's go to the centre-back pairing. Phil Jones played a half.
5. I'll give him a 5.
Bang
average. He did some good things though.
Yeah.
Like, protected the ball very well sometimes against Sahore.
But this is someone. I think Miles said this to me one time. He said, "Are you doing it because of the whole of the season and who it is, or in the half where he played?" Actually, there was one time he just gave the ball away completely. Yeah, I do remember that.
He can't pass the ball.
Yeah, like straight.
Not just once, twice. And he got injured. He gets injured every time he goes to ground. He got injured just before half time.
He done a pass on that, and then he started holding his knee in that.
No, honestly, there's one guy who went through with him, and they both fell on the floor. De Gea gathered the ball.
Yeah.
and he gets injured. He doesn't know how to fall. I genuinely think if I was him, I would retire, because you know what? It's certain thing you learn when you're a young kid, innit? How to fall, and then you know what I mean, how to fall.
break your fall.
You know what? How to fall and to get up and not to get hurt. Every time he goes to ground, he gets hurt. That's why he's got to go. To me, 3. Because he can't pass the football. The least thing you can do as a professional footballer is be able to pass a football. From here to there, you train every day. You can pass it forward here, and you can't. Again, another guy who's the invisible people on the pitch. You see him go
3 for you, yeah?
3.
Saeed.
I'm going to go for a 4, but there was one moment in the game, I don't know if you've seen it, there was a simple ball over the top, yeah? And he was like, what do I do with this? What do I do? And then he put his head in and he gave it a throw in. And I was like, you had the time to control, do what you got to do, clear it. And he just fumbled. And he got in a tussle with the guy, he got spun a few times. Yeah. For me, at this football club, we're talking about Phil Jones again, man. 4 for me. 4, man.
Smalling.
Another absolute donkey.
Did you see when he fell over himself? There was no one there. I don't know if you guys saw. He went like that. Everyone was just laughing.
People cheered.
Yeah.
We cheered at the Stratford and we cheered. Listen, we cheered when we were at the Stratford again. There was a moment where in the first half, he got the ball. This after we went 1-0 down. And we were like, go on then, Smalling. We're like, go on. Yeah. He runs with the ball, with the ball. Oh, I don't know what to do. Like a hot potato, he gives it away. Come on, man. What are you going with? Come on. To me, he gets a 3 as well. Listen, Stan and Ollie, they were 3. That's what they are. They babysit each other, and that's who they are, mate.
3.
That's who they are.
I'll give him a 3 as well. Remember when he said, he gave an interview where he said that he's gone vegan to help his performances. It's not helping. It's not helping.
He's giving vegans a bad name.
Get back to the chicken, bro. 3. 3.
3, mate. Get that ponytail and get out of our football club, mate. Take your ponytail and see you later, mate. 3 for me, man.
Left back. Sorry, I started with Ashley Young. Let's go right back. So let's go with Delot.
4 for me.
He was poor today. I expected more from him because it was the last game of the season and he did start from. He was in the starting lineup, so I expected a bit more. So I'm going to go for a 4.
Yeah, I think he got spun a few times, man. That left mid, he looked rapid, man.
Murphy,
you know what I mean? That's for me, that's what I'm thinking about Dalot. We need another right back because Dalot can be a good backup and he can gain his confidence, gain the experience. You got to remember, he's 19 years old, man. So for me, he got spun a few times. Needs to work on his defensive part of his side of the game. Attacking wise, he's good, but defensively, still needs working on. For me, a 4, man.
Yeah, gave away the penalty as well, which looked soft maybe, but the quick thing is he got roasted and was in a position where he had to dive in. So.
He looked tired. That's the worst I've seen him in terms of actually attacking wise. He was poor today. His decision making, it was on the ball. So yeah, I agree. I think that's one of his worst games that I've seen. Yeah.
Okay. Scott McTominay.
Average, man. B-Tech McTominay came out. You know that I told you about that Asda B-Tech? That's what came out today, man. You know what? Yeah, you can laugh and you can say,
You have to go centre half though, and he looks. Their striker is quite fast. But that's not really fair on him, is it?
He tries, but he hasn't got that killer pass. He hasn't got. For me, centre fielder, it's not all about just sitting there and just keeping his shape, man. You got to do something about, especially when you play for Man United, man. You got to do something about it. For me, average performance 5, man.
5 for me as well. I did feel a bit sorry for him when he had to play centre back because it didn't really help him. But yeah, 5.
I give him a 6. I thought he was one of our best players today. Me personally, I thought he was first to the ball, especially when he plays centre half, because at this level to play centre half is not easy. It's not easy. At any level, when most of us are playing in different positions, to play centre is one of the worst positions to play on. You get found out. And I thought he did well. I thought he was in front. Actually, he did better than Jones and Smalling, winning the balls. He did better than those two winning the balls. So let's keep it at that. 6 for me.
Okay. Into the midfielders as well. Paul Pogba.
Oh man.
I thought he was the only creative guy. He was trying, again, to find those little spaces, play the killer pass, but no one was moving, so he would turn around himself, have too many touches according to people, but no one's moving. So I'll give him a 5 as well.
I'm going to disagree with that. I'm going to be a 4, man. That's poor for me today, man. You look for inspiration. You look for a leader. You look for, some sort of enigma, some sort of, talisman. And for me, Pogba, he didn't step up again, man. You played against Cardiff, man. Sometimes you got to step up your game. Too many sides, man. I tell you, he's playing in the 5-a-side, man. You got to give the ball. You got to give it quickly, man. Too many times there was one lad moaning all this. Give the fucking ball, like, you know what I mean, man. And it's for me, man. Sometimes you got to step up above you, show your worth, man. Today he didn't show it. Today he looked like he was hiding, didn't want to play. So for me, 4, man. Poor today, man.
I totally disagree.
This is what play range is about.
I totally disagree.
In what way?
I thought one thing he didn't hide. That's the first thing. And I think that he tried, especially in the second half, he really tried. But when we ain't got and the people go, we're looking for him to inspiration. When you've got Deadwood around you, how can you inspire Deadwood? You can't inspire Deadwood. To me, I give him a 5 or a 6, but I agree with Aaron. I think a 5.
Okay, so we've got 2 5s there and a 4. Interesting. You guys obviously will decide. Subbed off quite early in the second half. Andreas Pereira.
I thought he did good bits in the first half. I think second half after he got booked. I mean, the refereeing as well today was just shocking. But I think same. I think in the midfield 5. I thought he did a couple of clever little things, picking up the ball, giving it, try to play that pass and move. But it wasn't that kind of game. It was a game to get the ball into the dangerous area. So yeah, I give him a 5.
I'll give him a 5 as well. It wasn't his best game today. He's got games where he's good and then games where he's bad. So it's going to be interesting to see next season because they've triggered the year option, obviously. It's going to be interesting to see how Ollie's going to use him next season. If he keeps having these on and off performances, then I fear that he's going to be gone within 2 seasons. So I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I agree in certain extents, but for me, you're never going to see the best of Pereira when you got that attacking front three there. Hopeless, man, running into blind alleys. We'll get in a minute, Rashford and Lingard, but for me, when they're running around, like Pereira, I bet he looks up, and then he sees Rashford there, and then Rashford's on the other side, thinking, where have you gone, mate? Stay there, and I'll find you. So for me, man, Pereira, I don't know what it is, man. Some people can say you can find about 1,000 Pereiras in Spain. You probably can. So I don't know what I've seen him stand out, but for me, I'm going to give him another season because I'm losing patience, really. So I'm going to give him a 5.
They're still going singing strong. Keep going. Jesse Lingard.
Do you know what? Today, I'm going to give him a 5.
Oh.
I'm going to give him a 5.
Side's not having it.
Because
hold on, Side. Hold on. I'll come to you last.
You could see that he was moving a lot. He was moving a lot, trying to find spaces where he can receive the ball and move it. You could see he was always on the move. That's what I liked about him today. On the other hand, like I always told you, we can't keep talking about your potential at 27. You need to stand out at some point. Like Lingard is supposed to be one of our main players, but he's not. He's going to be a squad player at best next season. So, but what he did today, I liked his movement. I liked his movement a lot. I've seen him everywhere, literally. So that's what I liked today. 5.
Yeah, you know what? I would agree with that. I thought his movement was really good, but he lacked a little bit of quality because he's lost form. You know, when players lose form, that's what happens. And he's been injured. He's not had like 4 or 5 games in a row, to see that match fitness. So 5, fair enough. I thought he didn't do anything spectacular. His shots were all going kind of straight. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, he had one shot on target, I think, the keeper
it.
saved it. But other than that, you instantly said no.
Not for me, man. I expect so much better, man. Come on, man. You're playing against Morrison and another defender. They've been relegated, man. And you're there just tick-tap, 1-2 football around the box. Go do something, man. And when he's running it, he runs into headless chicken again, man. Rashford again. When you're running, you've got to run with intelligence. You've got to know where the space is. For me, he's got to work on that. 27, like I said, man. You've got to work. By now, you should know how to run and which areas to run to make it dangerous. For me, he's running. It's too safe for Cardiff. Easy today. Probably the easiest game all season. And they're relegated, man. That says a lot, man. For me, I'm giving him a 3, man. Poor, man.
Well, complete difference of opinion there. Again, you guys will obviously make your minds up about that. Saeed is in no mood for anything today. He's letting loose on these players, and maybe rightly so. Marcus Rashford.
He's getting too much stick, but I thought he tried, but he's absolutely gassed out. He's gone. He's got no energy. He didn't want to be there. You can see his body language. Usually, he will run after them. When defenders get the ball off him, he would usually run after them. I didn't even see any of that today. He just needs to go and hit a beach. And it'd be a travesty if Gareth Southgate and England try to pressure him now to go to Portugal. This kid needs a break. He needs a break. Total switched off. That's what he needs. I thought that's one of his poorest performances in Man United shirt. Porous. And I love Rashford, and I would always support him because he's still young, he's still developing. And I think he gets a lot of stick, undeserved stick from some of the fan base. But today he was poor. He's tired, he's lost form. He's injured still. You can even tell that there's something not right about him. Yeah,
what do you give him?
4 today.
Totally agree. Yeah. 4 as well. I've said it before and I'll say it again. His tank is empty. He's tired. Like Nudin said, he needs a break. Don't pick Southgate. Please don't pick him for England. Don't pick him because it's only going to make things worse. And if he picks up an injury, he might not be back in time for pre-season. Then we have to look to get another striker in when we maybe wouldn't get another one. So he needs a break, man. Give the kid a break.
But you
4.
agree with the rating, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with me. I'm going to be a 3. I don't think it's much better than Lingard. Again, running to blind alleys, you know what I mean? There's no movement. For me, he looks gassed out, like Noreen said. Gassed out. When Rashford, it's all about confidence for him. It's a confidence game for him. When he's bad, he's really bad, man.
Yeah.
A couple of times where he just like, you know, doing flicks and that. What are you doing flicks for, man? Look at you, man, and this is not the time to do flicks when you're 2-0 down or you're 1-0 down, man. Play the ball the right way you played. When he came at the club, it was a breath of fresh air. You come man running at people, running at players. You thought, wow, this kid looks a player, man. And then now he's doing the opposite now. He's doing flicks. You think he's made it? You're not made it, Rashford. Stop thinking you made it and play where you were playing when you were 18 and get back to your level. Like I said, man, summer off, detox. Don't go to Miami and play basketball. Get to where your level is and work on your fitness, man.
He's that. All right, and then the last one. Listen, even you're going to be happy about this guy, Mason Greenwood today. Like, it's good for him to get a start. We've been screaming for it. Yeah. He was positive. He is coming through the youth ranks. He's been doing bits. Unlucky not to get his goal today, but what rating are you giving him?
7, man. Man of the match for me. Breath of fresh air. Absolutely fearless. That's what I describe him out today. Fearless. Didn't care about the fans if they're going to moan at him. He went and stuck to what he believed in. Beat a man, take a man on, look up. You know what I mean? Went into position today where I thought he could have done better, but that's his first game. He'll get back to that level. But for me, man, this guy looks the future of our football club. And for me, next season, you've got to embed him in the first team and try to see. Because for me, you know what I mean? You've got players like Rashford in there. Why not, man? Mason Greenwood. For me, he looks like a better finisher than Rashford. Let's be honest out here. So for me, he looked fearless today. And I want him to be improving but more. And I feel like with Man United football, you can always improve with Man United, but it depends, man. Just see what happens. I'm going to give him a 7, man. Brilliant today.
Totally agree. 7 as well. Man of the match for me as well. With the Europa League games next season, the League Cup and all these competitions.
Should be plenty of opportunities for him, innit?
Plenty for him. Give him these minutes. He's going to need them. He's going to need them because you can't dash him out to the under-23s again. Same with Gomez, man. You can't do that to him. Because I feel that if we extend Matter's contract, Gomez has gone on loan. Because it's just gonna how do you say it? It's going to delay his progress, his development. You know what I'm saying? So I was really, really pleased with Greenwood today, man.
Unlucky not to get that goal as well.
Unlucky, man. I would have been so happy for him because everything he does just looks natural.
Someone just fell in the bushes there. Sorry.
Sorry.
So 7 from him. Okay, let's wrap this up. So 7 for you.
8.
Well, actually,
8 for me.
8
for me because you know what? You could think he'd get a bit overwhelmed because he's 74,000 people in the stadium, and you know every time he picked up the ball, you would think that he would try a trick or whatever. He kept it simple. He kept the pass moving, 1 touch, 2 touch. He kept it moving, and even did all the best bits on today's game came through Greenwood. And there was a bit in the first half where he went skip past one man, step over.
He done the old school trick. I'll kick it and run round. Like
he did that, and then he was unlucky to hit the post. You know what? And then the other one in the second half where he could have bent it in with his left foot to the far corner, but he went for the near post. All the best shots, all the best bits came from him. I would give him an 8 because it's not easy to come out and play like that.
Especially in this team that he's in.
In this team as well, in this dead team. So for me, the future's bright. Future's Greenwood.
Cool.
We've got to just play him, take him out, play him, rest him, play him out.
Don't want to overgas him up as well, you know what I mean? But I'm going to give you 1 sub each just to quickly go for it. Marshall.
He did all right. Look, wow, she said it all, man. You know what I mean? He looked bright when he came on, but did nothing spectacular. 5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Who was the other substitution that come on? Let's say Gomez.
Gomez, very good, very good. I liked what he did today. Again, you know,
he's only little, isn't he?
What I like about youngsters is when they come on, they're fearless. They just try whatever. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, nobody cares. Just carry on.
Had a shot that he could have done a little bit better.
Yeah. What like Nodin said, those little combinations, 1 touch, 2 touches. I like that a lot. And if we can get those 2, Gomez and Greenwood, a lot of game time next season, that'll be amazing.
And lastly, but by no means least, brings the curtain down on his United career. Won multiple things. His career did finish a little while ago. There was times when he was actively in the team, and all of us as fans were like, "Come on, man, Valencia!" But then we were treated to Ashley Young instead of that. Maybe we should have stuck with Valencia. But anyway, Valencia, what rating would you give him? And just sum up his Man United career very quickly.
Uncle Tony, thank you for the 3 years where you were a brilliant player for Man United. There was one season, especially when we won the league. I remember the game against Blackburn away, and it was a really pressured game.
And he could have crossed it.
And you know what? He was just that season and season before. For me, he's the player who gave everything. But I always, the past couple of years, he almost bulked up like a middleweight boxing champion. So maybe he can try boxing now. No, it's great. Because he couldn't move and he was doing the same moves, shooting the ball across. But great serving for me, kept his head down. And I don't believe the hype that he can't speak English. He's been here for 10 years, man. He's been here longer than that in the UK. I think he can speak English, but
He just chooses not to.
He just chooses not to. And you know what? I know people who know him, and they've said he's really humble guy.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy around training, and everyone likes him.
You know what? Really humble guy. And I stayed. That's why I stayed for him and Herrera to give them a clap. Yeah. But I just thought they should have played Herrera today. They should have put him in the squad. Yeah. I just thought that was a little bit, maybe, I don't know, from the club. Maybe.
So, you should have signed me.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer rating. Give me it.
4 today. Not good enough, man. The lineup for me, I don't know what his persistence with the diamond. For me, 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. I want to see wingers. I don't want to see inverted attackers, man. For me, he got it wrong today. Defenders as well, you know what I mean? Young on one side. Come on, man. Just play Dallo on one side, Shaw on one side. Make it simple for yourself. I don't know, man. I'm going to back him to the end. I'm going to back him till he gets financial backing. But today, got beaten by Cardiff. A team he relegated, so 4 for me today.
5. Team selection was wrong from the start. But, as a manager, you can get things wrong. I don't blame him for that. And I can't wait for him to get his signings in and start doing his job, start doing the work that he needs to do, and start doing bits with this team, man. So
this is not his players, so I'm not going to be critical on him today. You know what? 5. He had to play what he had to play. But like I said, 3 months into next season, I would give a bit of update onto how I feel about Ole. Because if he becomes a yes man, then we all know, because that's what we're all fearing. But I think he needs to get these players fit. I'm just gutted that I'm going to be seeing Jones, Smalling, and Young. That's the hardest thing. I could take this season, I could take this, but I can't take seeing them in a couple of months' time. Yeah. I can't.
On tour.
Yeah.
On tour in Perth, in Australia, starting lineup, Phil Jones, Smalling. Oh my gosh. Listen, it's been a long, hard, very difficult season. We've had some seriously low times, and we've ended the season with some seriously low times. Couple of high bits in there, but not much to shout about in the end. It's been an embarrassing season in the end. But we go again next year for another 50-odd games. Yep. Stupidly, as fans, we will be here again. Even if it is Smalling, Young, Jones, whoever's here, we will still...
Start packing your bags. Start packing your bags. We're going to Luxembourg and Liechtenstein.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, the next player ratings actually will be after the treble reunion game, where we'll get to see some of the old greats. Yeah? Next week. So hopefully we'll see loads of goals. Yes. Maybe try and pinch some of them, get them out of retirement as well. Again, ask Ole. Ole's playing. We'll get Ole to come back as a striker if he wants,
Definitely.
We'll see. Let us know what you guys think about the player ratings as well, and I'll see you guys next week.
We'll never die. Keep the faith, man.
Big respect to all you guys for watching that video, and make sure you check out more United Stand content here and here, yeah? Like, subscribe and share, and the socials are along the bottom. You know what to do. Go get following. Go.